Welcome back to another Dr. Miranda Stakes preview for the RacingDudes.com. This week we are previewing the G1 Spinster Stakes at Keeneland this Sunday, October 9th. We have only 5 fillies going a mile and 1/8 on the dirt. This is a Breeders Cup win. You're in for the Breeders Cup Distaff. It is a short field, but there are a few talented fillies in here who are using this kind of for a prep for the Distaff next month. We have Malathat and Letruska who are sure to be there next month at Keeneland, and Army Wife is looking for her golden ticket in here. The Distaff is honestly shaping up to be a very competitive race next month with the older fillies who are still on their A game with Clariere, Malathat, Letruska going up against the younger fillies with Nest and Secret Oath. I believe that this race is going to be a much better race than the Classic, in my opinion. So we are going to start off with the heavy favorite, the number 1 Malathat, who just won the Personal Ensign Stakes at Saratoga in August. That was also a Breeders' Cup winner in for the Distaff. She faced against Clariere, who had beaten her the 2 times before that. But she finally turned the tables and was able to get a win, which was her first win since April at Keeneland. In the Personal Ensign, she was able to stalk and run down Letruska, who led the entire race up until the end. She has gone 8 for 12 in her lifetime. She has never finished worse than 3rd place, and that had only happened 1 time. She's the real deal, being a daughter of Curlin, and has won over $2 million already. She is clearly the one to beat if she is back into her form like she was last race, where she ran a 105 buyer, which was her 2nd fastest buyer in her career. The number 2 is Army Wife, who is just trying to punch her ticket to the Breeders' Cup. But to be honest with you, she hasn't done a whole lot in 2022. That is impressive. She did well in 2021, winning the Black-Eyed Susan Stakes, the Iowa Oaks, and got 3rd in the Alabama. But since then, she just really hasn't done great. She has won 1 ungraded stakes in June, but that really wasn't up against anybody. She got a 3rd in a G3 at Monmouth in July, where she finished behind search results, but she was a ways back from her, so she has a lot of improving to do if she's going to be able to pull off any kind of upset. The number 3 is Letruska, who has not been able to win since the Apple Blossom in April. She was my pick last race in the Personal Ensign, where she had absolutely no excuse why she didn't win that race. The fractions were not that fast. She had the lead, and then she's kind of let the horses pass her by. I'm not sure if she was just tired, since she hadn't been that distance since last November, where she was in the Distaff at the Breeders' Cup. When I saw in that race that it was 48, 1 and 111, I was like, she's got it in the bag, because I had a whole lot of money riding on her. But then she's kind of fell apart. She did have a little bit of pressure from her with search results, but it's not like it was a speed duel or anything like that. She did run back a 101 buyer. So looking at that alone, it seems that she is kind of more in her old Letruska form after she had that bust in the Ogden Phipps. I do think that she could be alone on the lead in this race, and that could make her dangerous. I just really have a hard time trusting her. The number 4 is Played Hard for Philip Bauer, who is on a 2-race winning streak, winning an optional claimer at Saratoga, and then going and winning a G3 at Churchill Downs. She likes to be on the lead, but I think that Letruska is just a bit faster. There could be a scenario where she stalks Letruska, kind of like what search results did, and turns the tables on her in the stretch, and kind of will try to stay in front of her, in front of Malathat. So, I mean, it's possible. She's in great running form. She's got 90 buyers her last 2 races, so she isn't too far off from the 2 superstars in here. She intrigues me just a bit. I hope her odds float closer to 5-1 by the time the race starts, though, instead of the 3-1. The last horse is Princess of Cairo, who I'm sure a lot of you guys have not heard of before. She's only raced 2 times in her career, or 2 times in the last year. And her latest was at Emerald Downs, where she got 2nd place and ran a 73 buyer. I honestly think this horse has no chance in hell at 30-1, but I mean, stranger things have happened in the past. So with all of that said, I think that the favorite Malathat is going to be back to her old form. She doesn't have Clariere in here. She doesn't have a whole lot of talent minus Letruska, and she's proven that she can beat her again as long as she stalks her and closes like she always does. So the only way that we're going to make money, though, in this race is if we do a straight exacta and hope that Letruska fades. So I'm going to do a $20 straight exacta with Malathat and Played Hard. So that's going to be a 1-4 exacta straight. Now, if you want to get crazy, you can try to do a trifecta with Malathat, Played Hard, and Army Wife, and box them and just hope that Played Hard gets the upper hand in the stretch and we can get some prices across. So let me know in the comments below who you think is going to win this race. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel, and I will see you guys all next week. Good luck.